Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into
The standard
it.
set of a motorist consists of many tools. An honorable place is given to the cylinder wrench. No one will argue with this. This tool should lie in the trunk of any car. Today we will learn to choose a cylinder wrench, so popularly called this key. After all, it may simply not be in the trunk of the purchased car or the old tool broke/lost. What is a cylinder wrench? You should not smirk at the sight of this question. For a novice motorist who is just beginning to learn all the facets and subtleties of this world, the topic of our conversation may be incomprehensible. Therefore, it is still worth making a small digression, so that no one has any questions in the future. A car wrench turns out to be a necessary and even indispensable tool for wheel repair. With the help of this tool, you can dismantle, tighten, and install fasteners on wheels, bolts, nuts. And such a need arises often, because Russian roads leave much to be desired. Situations in which it turns out that a cylinder wrench is needed, there can be a lot. Hitting a sharp object, nail, glass, a strong blow, from which the tire is damaged, the consequences of the work of intruders, force majeure. This is not a complete list of such situations. All this is correctable if in the trunk is a jack, spare tire, and cylinder. Up to this point, I cared little about the question of why the cylinder wrench is called that. The answer turned out to be obscenely simple. Wheels in the common people are called cylinders. Hence went the name of this object, which is used for their repair. The tool we are interested in is a rod equipped with heads with different sizes. These dimensions are determined by the dimensions of the wheel fastener. The shape of the rod determines the main distinction of wrenches into large categories. All of them will be studied in detail below. Types of cylinder wrenches. Balloon instruments are available in a wide variety. They differ in their shape, design features, and principle of use. The simplest socket wrench has the form of a tube with a hexagonal head at the end. With its help, you can easily cope with light connections that are well amenable to dismantling. For other purposes, another tool is required. L-shaped, convenient for working with hidden fasteners. Working with such a tool requires skill. It is available in two varieties. Monolithic is more durable and long-lasting. Model with removable head is universal, but not as strong as the previous version. Cross-shaped, already by the name it becomes clear what kind of tool we are talking about. The shape of a cross with 4 heads at each end, among which usually 3 are fixed and the remaining 1 is free. It is very convenient to work with, no matter what kind of fasteners you have to deal with. More and more often there are models with a reinforced design and folding function. The crossbar wrench is the most common option. Read also, auto polishes, classification, features of choice telescopic cylinder wrench. Such a tool is equipped with a sliding element, the use of which allows you to increase the load. The cylinder telescopic wrench is able to solve the problem with which all other varieties of this tool have failed. With a torque booster, telescopic or cylinder wrench with a gearbox has a prefabricated design, is a real monster among similar tools. No fastener can resist it, no matter how sticky and tight it is. Blued steel, cylinder-shaped body with internal planetary gearbox. A beast of a tool. The rotary cylinder wrench has a 4-edged rod on one end. The other side is occupied by a handle that drives the gearbox. It is due to this feature that this object is called a meat grinder in the common people. In the design of the MCM, torque booster wrench, there is a side lever, due to which the body does not rotate around the axis during operation. The shaft and head rotate in the opposite direction to that in which the handle rotates. This feature must be taken into account during operation. Otherwise, it is possible to break the stud or unscrew the bolt from the socket. The tool is available in 3 variations. Fixed ratio model, 1 hour 60 minutes, allows loosening fasteners that are tightened too much, 2-speed. Wrench, ratios 156 and 158. The quick rotating wrench allows you to deal with loosened nuts without the use of other tools. In addition to the varieties that we have listed, there is also a dynamic bar wrench. Such a tool is presented in 3 varieties. Arrow variants available, but completely inaccurate, except for professional indicator models. limit, or click are more expensive and accurate. Many variants have calibration and certificate from the factory, characterized by versatility. Tools with digital indication. This is the most expensive option, chosen for professional workshops and service stations. Very accurate, can transfer data to Excel, and have a number of other functions. Features of application. Although cylinder wrenches are used to achieve the same goals, but the principle of their application differs depending on the variety of the tool. A simple type is not equipped with a lever, due to which an increase in the force of impact on the fastener is provided. Due to this, such a tool is appropriate in those cases where there is no need to apply special force. The L-shaped version has a curved handle, so the load is uneven. The short size of the handle does not allow to increase the load on the fastening elements. The telescopic version of the tool demonstrates high practicality. It is convenient to use it for bolts that are located in hard-to-reach places. It is impossible to apply a significant force when working with such a tool. The cross-shaped version is the most convenient model, when working with which the force is obtained evenly. Versatility. The possibility of using removable heads of different sizes and even a connecting square are just the main features. Tools with articulated heads allow you to change the inclination of the handles. The version with 8 profiles is suitable for fasteners of different sizes. Wrenches with 12-sided removable heads are convenient and practical, facilitate work in narrow spaces. But a large force cannot be applied, which is an important disadvantage. Read also, tips for choosing additives for diesel fuel, advice on how to choose a cylinder wrench for the car, and not only. Finally, we would like to give some practical advice that will help each car owner to determine what a cylinder wrench for the car is better. The choice of tool should be based on practicality. If the wrench will be used only a few times a year, there is no need to buy an expensive tool, let alone a wrench with the MCM. An ordinary L-shaped model will be a worthy choice. For frequent work, a telescopic balun is needed. Particular attention is deserved by the coupling heads. They must have sufficient thickness and be of high quality. Otherwise, after several times of use, you can see cracks on their design. Chinese products are questionable. Often, even with the first use of such wrenches fail. Even for rare use, it is not recommended to choose a tool made in China. Reinforced heads with thick walls sometimes do not put on fasteners. The cylinder wrench is better to buy with a preliminary fitting to the car, for the repair of which it will be used. The nut should be well covered by the wrench. The handle should be comfortable to work with. Vehicles with above-average payload should have 2 wrenches, one with a torque booster and the other with an ordinary long-cylinder wrench. Let there never be any unforeseen situations and problems with a ruined tire in every motorist's life. But just in case, the cylinder wrench is worth buying and always carry with you in the trunk. In conclusion, selecting the perfect cylinder wrench for your car is essential for ensuring efficient maintenance and repairs. By considering factors such as size, material, and design, you can find a wrench that not only fits your vehicle's needs but also enhances your overall experience as a car owner. Remember to prioritize quality and comfort, as these elements will make your tasks easier and more enjoyable. With the right cylinder wrench in hand, you'll be well equipped to tackle any job that comes your way. Thank you for watching, and happy wrenching!